Hey guys, so I finished The Graduate a little while ago and I finally am getting around to review it. If you don't know, The Graduate is by Charles Webb and it was a book before it was a film. And I read it from June 13th, 2016 to June 20th, 2016. And I only gave it 3 out of 5 stars on Goodreads. And you're thinking, but if you really like the movie, like I said before, why would you give the book only 3 stars? And I'll explain that. First of all, if you don't know what The Graduate is about because you live under a rock and you've never seen the movie that came out, I want to say in the 70s, or if you never read the book, it's the movie stars Dustin Hoffman and he plays Benjamin Braddock, and basically he comes back from graduating from college with a valedictorian, and he's very disillusioned with the academic life. He doesn't know if he wants to go to grad school and become a teacher. He's disgusted by social climbers, and he just wants to kind of drift around, and he's lost and he doesn't know what's going on. Well, when he comes up from, school, and he's valedictorian and won all these awards, of course his parents throw a party for him, and it's at that night of the party where one of his father's business associate's wife is like, hey, I find you attractive and I want to have an affair with you. And at first he resists, but then he succumbs to it because he has nothing better to do in his little lost, disillusioned little summer, and, calamity ensues. So, first of all, it's very faithful to the movie adaptation. In fact, it's pretty much word for word the same as the movie, which is kind of why I didn't enjoy it as much. I mean, it was pretty straightforward, pretty much the same as the movie. There wasn't many surprises at all. I do prefer the movie to the novel because it definitely better captures the themes of the movie with visuals a lot. Like, you just can't get from the book what you get from the movie. The only thing difference with the Ben in the book and the movie is that he's much more forceful in the novel and kind of fights back when he's being threatened, while in the movie Dustin Hoffman plays him off as more of a not necessarily weak, but less liable to get into confrontation until the end of the film than the Ben from the novel. Also, I was really, really hoping that we get more about Mrs. Robinson herself, which is the lady that Ben has an affair with, and about her. Maybe, because in the movie you get the feeling why Mrs. Robinson does what she does. You probably think it's because you find out she gets pregnant while she's in college and has to drop her pursuit of art, and she kind of comes to resent her husband because she never loved him. He was just a fling, and her daughter, and that's why she's trying to do something like get with Ben to make her feel young again, probably, and try to bring some of back that glory days. But really, we don't get much into Miss Robinson's psyche in the novel. I'll probably get more of that in the film. I'd have to rewatch it again, but in terms of book versus the movie, they're pretty much the same. I really do prefer the film to the movie. As far as if you've never seen either of them, read the book or seen the movie, I recommend you do both to get appreciation for the original source material, which is the novel, and then go definitely see the movie because it is a work of masterpiece. It is a wonderful, wonderful movie. Now, because it took me a while to review this book, I picked out of the jar off screen again, and I got the Love and Death, the Murder of Kurt Cobain book, which I've already read. I borrowed this years ago from my older sister, but then saw a copy of Books A Million on sale for $8 and was like, I'm going to get my own copy, so I'm rereading it again, and I'm not really that far through it because the chapters are rather long. I'm only about 60-something pages in, but I'll get through it. And I will also be filming I got my I'll crate for this month and my 90s pop books. My first 90s pop box. I actually got them on Monday, but I knew I wasn't going to film for a while, so I hate to say it, but I opened them off camera. So there won't be much surprise with me, but I will still be filming and going through the boxes to show you all what I got, and y'all will see that in the next videos.